Hey everyone, Yōkai here. Today I'm going to be watching the second episode of Oshi. And last episode was the big one, the full-on arc kind of encapsulated in the first episode. And before I watched it, I wasn't quite sure if it was really necessary to have such a long episode, but I could definitely feel the value of that by the time I finished it. I would say I get it. And it definitely led to a very almost movie-like experience overall, but yeah, really good stuff. Got me pretty eager to continue and see exactly where we're gonna go to follow that, right? So, because it seems like we're gonna be transitioning into kind of a high school setting, which is very common for anime. Let's be honest. But so, and I do see like Kana and people like on the character list, so we could be seeing her as like a classmate too. But anyway, now I just kind of want to jump into it, right? I did play like 1 second of it when I loaded it up initially, like 1 second played, and that was enough to realize we're gonna like start with the opening, so that's something to look forward to too. So let's just jump on in and check it out. 3, 2, 1, play. And yeah, that definitely is the opening. Yeah, look at these close-up shots. Perfect liar. Man, the music definitely straight up fire. I'm feeling good. Is it raining on stage? I know it would suck. Not her. Idol is our song name? Okay. Man, that eye zoom in. Oh, that was so good. Three of them together. Yeah, that was definitely a top tier opening. A certain large scale idol groups audition for something. Sure, why not? Of course, Ruby's gonna get all into that. The written application. Not a bad picture. Pretty cute, like flowers. That's as far as I got. Awaiting results. Okay, middle school. Gotcha. I'm sure she will. I have faith in her. Oh, yeah? What's that supposed to mean? Yeah, there's definitely some insults hidden in there. Even the random people just captivated by her. Heinous criminal. Just, well, yeah, good description. And then there was I. And then she became my mother. And that's given a couple steps, but yeah, what a great thing to wake up to. Now just to you. Rude. Right, so not quite the high school, but pretty much there. let's just study, okay? Definitely want to have more than one option available to you in life. Very much a realist over here. You really do just put the galaxy in her eye. She would know. I mean, that's not really surprising. It's called revenge. Also not surprising. Gotta let my cat out real quick. Indeed. That's why they call them miracles. They're uncommon. Like waking up as your beloved idol's baby. Not the kind of thing you should expect to happen twice. Well. Hey, the audition call. Yeah, might want to answer that. Yes. Good news, okay? Please. That doesn't sound like good news. Next time around. I mean, it's more or less I was expecting, but still, I don't want to see her cry. Reality is a bitch, isn't it? See, foam club? Like Fight Club, but with foam? That would definitely contradict this, wouldn't it? Well, don't you have everything figured out? As he bullies his poor sister. I mean, considering the mother situation, I can't say I'm too surprised that he would want to avoid it for his sister, but a person should have the right to pursue their dreams, though. Man, if she finds out about that, she's gonna be really, really pissed off at him. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I definitely want to make sure this is legit before you, you know, go anywhere. She's so excited. They are not. It's a full-time job just trying to ruin your sister's dream, isn't it? Not much point in worrying about that sort of thing. You better. Just seeing on her lap like that just makes you think of episode 1 scenes. Cat. Okay. Well, what's happening here? So she has heard of it. Where this is pretty cute. This twin tails. I did see that on the sign on the building. Okay, now I get it. It's pictures. So nothing amazing, but doesn't seem too bad. To be expected. The fake Gachikoi strategy. So yeah, now we're starting to get the full picture. Definitely not something we want to let Ruby join, it seems like. Yeah, you can't really just believe an idol, as we've established. I mean, she was just that much better than them, honestly. Yeah. This sabotage I'm in favor of. I don't think he's joking. A little bit taken aback. He was such a happy baby not that long ago. That's what I was thinking too. Like she said earlier, they don't do that anymore. Also a good point. The babies. I miss them being babies. Back before anything bad happened. Cute. She seems pretty serious. I can only imagine how many real young girls try to join some kind of idol agency that's just not good for them at all. That's just not a good one to join and don't get anywhere. Every time she says that, I feel a stinging in my heart. Well, it doesn't mean you have to join that specific group. Oh, really? Okay, so we are just gonna reestablish. Well, okay then. I guess that's better than joining the other one. By a lot. Exclusive contract. Strawberry Productions and Entertainment Company. She really is like the polar opposite of Aqua nowadays. Go Tanda. Just trying out the book on the face look. He looked pretty tall for a middle schooler. Seems like it. Yeah, as long as she's somewhere we can see her, it's much less to worry about. Why did you? I did not need to see that again. So yeah, basically just steal DNA from potential candidates and test it. I mean, as far as strategies go, it's not the worst one. Okay. You kind of ruined the moment, Mom. Also, she kind of reminds me of the mother from Ore Monogatari, My Love Story. Anyone else? need to put a lock on the door. Maybe you should, move out. Well, more privacy is a benefit. No. Definitely not, but she was still the best. Just hearing her voice again. Gonna smack you. That's it, moving out. Yoto Koko. Right rolls out the tongue. Naturally. And then Aqua. Because my sister's here. Right. He's a smart cookie, so this would be child's play for him. It's a cute laugh. Oh, is that cotton? And I can't quite tell. Those eyes just... yes. Would you like an autograph? Yeah, we met once. You should remember me 10 years later. Well, apparently he made an impression on her. Well, no, he was going for the general. Man, she just was high up there and just came crashing down. Third option makes me think of the one line from the rundown where it's like, there is no option C. But anyway, let's just watch the ED. Yeah, the ED is a really good song too. Yeah, the hat. Mephist? Mephist, is that what that says? I can't read Katakana to save my life. Why does it have to keep showing the family stuff? Why must the show hurt me like that? But man, ED is definitely a lot better than I was expecting. Well, it's just because EDs don't get the same kind of budget and attention openings do. But that was pretty good. But yeah, that was the second episode of Oshi no Ko. And yeah, we are definitely continuing with the story. And we are kind of like, yeah, we're kind of in that transitionary period between middle school and high school where, you know, entrance exams are taken and all that. And they are going to the same school, but like different departments. We have Ruby trying to go for the fancy stuff, you know, the artistic stuff. And Aqua just going for the more normal, standard stuff, for lack of a better way to phrase it. So, that is that. And one thing this episode definitely made clear is the fact that Ruby has not given up her dream of being an idol, her dream of being like mom. And Aqua definitely likes knocking that dream down to the floor. Which, you know, I can't blame him too much for that, but it is hard to watch. Especially when you see just how excited and enthusiastic and passionate Ruby is, and how dead inside Aqua is. Aqua definitely a more relatable character in the show, that's for sure. But Ruby's a lot of fun. I do enjoy her character. I swear she kind of looks like the blonde girl from Bocchi the Rock. Does anybody else feel like that? I swear she looks like her. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. We did have the, I guess, idol section of Strawberry Productions disbanded, but then we said we're going to reestablish it, so things are definitely moving, we can say that. I'm just glad Ruby didn't go to some kind of sketchy organization. That would definitely have been bad. I do like a strategy of figuring out exactly what it's like by just, you know, calling over somebody that's already a part of it for some questioning under the guise of scouting her, you know. That was pretty clever. As expected of her smarty pants Aqua. So she's probably not going to be, you know, important past this episode, but she served her purpose. Now it's about half the episode. Let's see, is there anything else more I really want to talk about? I don't think so. I think that pretty much covers everything. I mean, the revenge plot's still very much alive, and we got a decent idea of what he's thinking here to just get in close proximity of people that have a high likelihood of being the father, and so he can test them and all that, put himself in that kind of position. It makes sense. You know, it's just kind of sad that he very much seems like had his childhood taken from him in a sense. Like, it sounds weird to say because he's reincarnated, like, you know, he already had a regular childhood before this, but still, like, this clearly has been sucking up most of his life, and really doesn't seem like he's been enjoying the past 10 years or so, really. And he's pretty much in the same position as Ruby, who seems to be much more happy, well-adjusted, enjoying life, pursuing her dreams, just much more positive. And they're both in the same positions, both had their mother murdered, so you can't really point to that as, you know, it can't be helped because of that when it applies to both. But, because there's a good example of how life is, you know, 20% what happens to you, 80% how you react to it. I think this is a good example of that. You gotta love Kana licking baking soda. The genius child that can lick baking soda off the floor like nobody's business. That's definitely a fun running joke. But it's cool that Kana actually is excited to see him, so I wonder how that's gonna go. But yeah, good second episode. I am getting more of a feel for what the show's gonna be like going forward. So, because we definitely have like two branches, the Aqua stuff and the Ruby stuff, whereas Aqua's focused on revenge and everything that goes along with that. Ruby pursuing the idol life, and progress seems to be being made on both parts. Kind of split. Kind of like how in Better Call Saul, things are kind of split between Saul and Mike, I think his name is, you know, and eventually, you know, converging later on. But, you know, it kind of reminds me of that, because you do have essentially two different plots, two different main characters that kind of watch how things go. So, and things obviously will converge because they're siblings, right? So there could be a lot of interesting developments in the future. So yeah, thank you for watching and hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.